Hello, Spider Wings here. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to flip a rail switch for my minecarts without coming to a complete stop. I'm going to explore those possibilities in this video. I don't want to stop. Okay, now here's the deal. I'm going down this track at a pretty good clip. There's a junction up ahead. When I get there, I want to go straight, but I don't know which way the switch is turned. There it is. I've got to be quick. So it can be done, but it's not something that you can count on. I want to be able to know that I'm going the way I want to go when I get to a junction. Otherwise, you find yourself jumping out and trying to destroy the cart before it gets too far away. And you can see what happens when a bunch of mine carts get loose and start piling up in places that you've forgotten about. This is how I'm currently dealing with it, and you'll see it's not without its issues. Basically, I just use a non-powered power rail and it brings me to a complete stop. And I have as much time as I want to make a decision on which way I want to go. Well now, this is a new issue. Normally, it's just a matter of having to stop, period. But then, you've got to get rolling again. And these dead power rails, sometimes you have to rock back and forth to get going. And then once you get through the junction, there's another dead rail on the other side. You got to do it again. And then finally, you get to a regular power rail and you're good to go. So really all I'm looking for here is just a way to slow down at the junctions, make the switch or not, and then proceed without having to come to a stop. Okay, so if I want to just slow down, take out the speed rails before I get to the junction, right? Of course, I have to take out these dead stop rails as well, because I just want to slow down and not stop. And then I'm going to have to do the same thing on the other side of the junction. Take out the speed rails, because if I'm coming from that direction, I'm going to want to slow down also. Okay, let's see if this works. That powered rail is 107 blocks from the switch that I'm concerned with. I think I'm going too fast. Okay, this is looking pretty good. Got it. Okay, you see the problem here? I eliminated all the powered rails on this side of the switch as well. So the next one isn't until clear over there. That's a long ways to have to push before I can get back up to speed. I've seen other ways of doing this, using a lot of rail to get yourself to slow down before you get to the junction. Something like this perhaps. If you work it right, you might be able to use it on both sides of the switch and not have to repeat it. But that uses a whole bunch of space, and I don't always have room for something like that. I saw something about soul sand slowing a minecart down by 50% and gravel slowing it down by 20%. In this experiment, the gravel seems to slow the minecart down a little bit. Whether it's 50% or 20%, I don't know. And I think it might be a combination between the gravel and the detector rail. When I first heard about it, I thought it would work if the block was placed under the track, but that didn't seem to work at all. The experiment here shows gravel instead of soul sand, but I did try it with soul sand and it didn't work. I mentioned the detector rail earlier, but it doesn't really let me make a decision when I get to the junction. While this gravel thing looks promising, I can't really reproduce it when I want to, or where I want to. So I'm just going to go ahead and move on to my solution. And this is what I came up with. See what you think. You'll notice I'm using pressure plates instead of levers. It might make you a bit dizzy, but you'll see that it does allow you to take however much time you need to make the decision on which way you want to go. And you'll notice I've got it so I can go any of 4 directions, including the way I came. It takes the arrow 60 seconds to go away. That gives you plenty of time to get through the intersection. Or you'll just pick up the arrow as you go by, and then the power rail's right there and you're back up to speed in no time. And when the arrow's gone, the switch reverts back to its previous state, ready for the next time you come into this junction. It is a little bit odd that it really does what I want, and it doesn't take up much space. Also, it'll hone your archery skills a lot. I really did look high and low for an easy fix for this. If any of you know of one, would you please let me know in the comments? The only problems that I can see right now are villagers stepping on it, or mobs. But I'm pretty much a creative mode guy. I like to build things, and I don't really spend a lot of time working with mobs. So I don't think this is going to be too much of an issue for me. Okay, I think that about does it. I appreciate you watching my video. Again, I'd be happy to see any comments you have. And if you want, click like. You might even want to hit subscribe. This is the only Minecraft video I've made, but I have made videos about other stuff. Some of them you might enjoy watching. So this is Spider Wings signing off. Guess I'm going to go take a nap in this safe room over here.